Can a shaft make that much difference to a golf club? We're going to find out today. Before we get stuck into this video, guys, do remember to hit that subscribe button down there if you want me to be your free golf coach and give you free golf advice on clubs, whatever it may be. Hit it down there, tell everyone Matt Fryer is your golf coach. I recently did a video where I tried the TaylorMade Stealth driver and I tried the Cobra LTD X driver, and I alluded to thinking that if I changed the shaft, they would probably go in my bag. The shafts that I had in my TaylorMade was a hazardous smoke shaft, and the same in my Cobra. I've been using a Ventus TR shaft in my Mizuno driver, and I've had some Ventuses shipped to me to put into the TaylorMade and the Cobra to see if it actually will make a difference, because I do think that Ventus shaft is doing a lot for my golf game at the moment. So I'm going to put them into the TaylorMade driver, I'm going to put them into the Cobra driver, I'm going to test them on my simulator, then I'm going to test them out here on the golf course in a real environment to see if one of those clubs will actually go into my bag now that I've changed the shafts. Let's get stuck into it, see if shafts do make as much as a difference as people say, or do they not at all. So now that I've tested both and seen gains with both of them on the sim, 24 yards for the TaylorMade and 12 for the Cobra, I thought they're feeling good, I'm seeing an improvement there, but my question was, even with the Stealth when it looked good in the simulator, when I get it out on course sometimes, I feel like I still can't control it. So I've come down here to Warrington Golf Club and I'm going to go on the 17th hole here. And I'm going to test what it's like in a real world situation. So I'm going to hit some shots, see how many end up in the fairway or just in the semi-rough, and how many are off play, because it's all well and good at gaining and obviously the Cobra being the longest, but will that actually translate into good golf out on the golf course? Because the Mizuno, when I put it down behind the golf ball, I feel confident I know what I'm doing with it. So they've all got the same shaft in, obviously all different heads. Let's go with 3 each and see which performs the best now we're actually out on the golf course. We're going to randomise it as well. I'm going to alternate between each one as we go through. So which shaft is this one? That one there. We're going Cobra first. So this hole on the 17th is a hole that I'm maybe shied away from hitting driver because of the gorse down the left and the bunkers down the left. You do want to turn it right to left, and I fade it naturally. So it's one that I've not generally been comfortable hitting shots on, so I might get a little bit slower. Will we see that affects the drives? But let's give it a go. Let's see how each of these drivers perform. I've put a little letter on each ball as well so we can identify down on the fairway hopefully which each one is. So Cobra first. This is the one that I think could be the new driver. I'm liking the looks, liking the feel. With this Ventus, is it now the one? We'll take that as a starting golf shot, straight down the middle, a tiny bit toey, but was straight down the banner. Let's go Mizuno next. The big thing for me noticing is that I actually get more of a centered strike, and that's because of the stability in the shaft. So even there, that didn't feel too far from center, as where potentially beforehand it would have been pretty bad. That's pretty much the identical golf shot. That's 2 out of 2 on the fairway. Time for the stealth to step up. Can that follow suit? Oh no, similar flight, just pulled it a little bit left. It's past the trouble though, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. That's another one. Is that going to hang on to the fairway? It's just right side. Yeah. Oh, that is bad. That is well bad. That's left of the trouble. That's the first real bad one I've hit there. That was more user error. Always got to take that into account. There's going to be poor golf swings, and any level of equipment is not going to solve a real bad golf swing. It's identical to the first stealth. A little bit left. Dropped out of the sky, that one. That's pretty much 3 identical shots with the Cobra. That's such tight dispersion. Oh, that's in the trees right. Oh, and that's right as well. Okay, so first ball, that's the Mizuno that was carved right. That's a good 20 yards off the centre of the fairway. Then the TaylorMade, very similar shot, just probably cleared the trees and bounced over a little bit more. Let's head over this way and see what we've got hopefully on the fairway. Okay, we've got another one here which is just in the semi. That's the Cobra one, which was a little bit slicey, was a little bit down there, but literally 1 pace off the fairway. If we go down this way, which is a lot better, what have we got here? This is a Mizuno or a Cobra. That's another Cobra there, so another one, that's 1 on the fairway for the Cobra, and down here 2 identical shots pretty much. Another Cobra, so that's 2 out of 3 on the fairway for the Cobra, and 1 only being a yard off. We've then got another one here, the Mizuno. I can see just over here that I've got, I think, well, that'll be a TaylorMade. I hit 2 TaylorMades that were pretty much on the same line here. Yeah, TaylorMade, and then the other one is probably in the bush here because it was a bit more pulley. Then I'll have a Mizuno over in that way. So 1 out of 3 on the fairway for the Mizuno, none on the fairway for the TaylorMade. 2 of them were very close together and only a couple of yards off there. I did see in the sim that I would get the odd divey left one. I just feel like sometimes I just can't get the spin that I want with the TaylorMade, and it drops out, as where, like I said in the previous Cobra video, I was impressed with it. And would that shaft make a difference? I think it has done. We can see that there was a yardage gain. I see that my strike's better, the ball speed's better, and ultimately I'm hitting that fairway there, a shot that I generally don't like, and I was nowhere near where I would generally end up in the trouble. So does the shaft make a difference? I think it does, and if you've got the right one, I originally went through the process of getting my fit down at Bearwood Lakes for the Mizuno driver. I felt comfortable with the shaft. I actually learnt a little bit more from the guys at Fujikura about that shaft, and it's one now that psychologically I think works for me. And I can see there that even with the new shaft in, I'm hitting the fairway more, I'm hitting it longer, I'm hitting it straighter, I'm hitting it tighter. So does the shaft matter? Yes, it does. Getting a professional fit is something that you should do. So guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Hope it helps you. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in your next lesson.